Hello and welcome. It's yet another episode of A Star to Steer Her By, and this week, a special episode. Listeners who've been following along heard that we just finished up the Keanu-sans. I miss it already. And I made the great joke last week that we're going to write better fanfic than Lana Wachowski did with The Matrix Resurrections. So we're going to see if that actually happened. So it's
not in my case.
No, probably not in mine either, but I'm not sure. I don't know.
So who are our fanfic writers this week? Well, you all know I am Ames.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm Jake.
And this might be Chris.
We are doing the fanfic thing on our new 10 Forward episode, number 55.
Woo! Staying alive.
Tales of the Holodeck, whichever number we're on.
Fuck if I know.
It's our second dip into Discovery fanfic. It feels like we ended Discovery fucking forever now.
It really does.
That's only because Picard is so tedious.
Oh,
but we haven't started it yet.
We're getting there next week.
Oh.
And boy,
that's
it's
probably
going to be
not
tedious.
Why. That's not why then, I guess.
I think it's just because we spent so long in the Matrix trying to, I don't know, follow right rabbits.
Listen, it seemed like a long time, but all that time, in the Matrix was really only like 15 minutes out here, so.
Not to jump on a cliche, but it's because every day feels like a fucking month nowadays.
That also seems right. All right, so a while ago, you guys may remember we picked names out of a hat for our typical fanfic extravaganza kind of a thing that we're doing today. We've spent way too long writing these, and we'll see how much of that shows. So first what we're going to do is we're going to pick who's going to read their fanfic first.
Oh, God.
Free advertising for wheelofnames.com. I'm going to spin this wheel.
Spin that wheel! Spin those plates!
The answer is Jake!
Oh, is it me? Did I win?
Jakey.
Are you all going to have to follow this shit?
Yeah, woof.
Yeah, no, I seriously hope that I'm not right after you.
Did everybody get the script?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, yes, there are a few characters. There are divided up
Who were your random drawn characters?
Well, if you shut the fuck up, I'll tell you.
I might.
No. Okay, so my characters were Aurelio, who you'll remember from Discovery season 4.
Oh, that's Osiris' friend?
Yeah, he was the guy in the wheelchair who
science
was
man?
First kind of torturing Stamets and then kind of friends with Stamets or something. I don't know.
Oh no, sorry. He was season 3 then. You said Aurelio and I thought dipshit McGee, who I hated from season 4.
From Book. Oh.
Tarka?
Book's friend?
Yeah,
Tarka. Yeah.
Wasn't he
you're
in
right.
that season, or was he just referenced in that season?
He was referenced.
Okay.
Because they destroyed the thing, the chain or whatever. They break the chain, and then Aurelio goes to work for Starfleet. But yeah, so this show is about Aurelio, and then my other character was Fred.
We love Fred.
You recall he was the android antiques dealer / fast reader from season 5. And we only saw him very briefly, but he was interesting enough to warrant a spot in the hat.
I think he got a couple spots in the hat, in fact.
So my piece, the title of my piece is Autobiographical Memory.
Ooh.
Featuring Aurelio and Fred. And there's a few other characters, so I'm going to divvy out the roles now. So Chris, you're going to be my Aurelio.
Oh.
I will read for both Fred and AS0572Y. That will make sense soon. Caitlin, I'd love for you to read for Osira and the computer.
Cool. Oh, I see now that I have highlights.
You do.
Oh, how nice. Thank you.
And Ames, if you want to read for Saluv and Kesh.
Are these both original characters?
These are both original characters. These
Don't
are not
steal.
How deep is it of an Irish accent?
as deep as you want it. Luck of the Irish to you. All right. So yeah, again, the title of this piece is Autobiographical Memory, and I can do the stage directions myself. Everybody ready?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds because my plug. There we go. Okay, my plug wasn't charging, but now it's fine.
Okay. Exterior. Chain Research Outpost 19. A gray lozenge of a station clamped to a slowly turning asteroid, a very long way from anything. The emerald chain insignia on it has been bleached almost white by a star nobody named. Nothing arrives, nothing leaves. Cut to interior of the laboratory at Outpost 19. A long room built for people who can stand. Every shelf just out of reach, every work surface just a bit too high. Instruments hum and mutter to themselves. At the center of the room, suspended in a containment field, a lattice of dilithium the size of a fist turns over and over. Aurelio sits beneath a storage rack in his hover chair, a manipulator arm extended above his head toward a sealed cylinder. The arm shudders. Its servos are old, and have been old for a very long time.
Come on. Come on, you miserable.
The arm closes, the cylinder comes free, and Aurelio exhales. Then the servo slips. The cylinder drops past him, strikes the deck, and shatters, spreading its contents across the floor. Aurelio does not shout, he does not swear, he sits very still and looks at it.
Computer. Requisition request.
Ready.
1 laboratory assistant. Any species, any grade, priority routing, chain logistics.
Request denied.
Already? On what grounds?
Labor allocation for Outpost 19 is fixed at 1 unit.
And how many units are currently assigned to Outpost 19?
1.
Yes, that's what I thought.
He turns the chair. Against the far bulkhead, stacked to the ceiling, are the salvage crates, the kind of junk the chain hauls in from wrecks and never sorts. Every one of them stenciled with the same word: reclamation, no value. He works his way down. First crate, cabling, corroded. Second crate, a gyroscopic housing, cracked. Third crate, elbow deep, he closes his fingers around something that is not a servo. He draws it out into the light and holds it up in front of him. A hand. Gold, perfectly articulated, 600 years old, and not a scratch on it. Aurelio looks at it for a long moment.
Hello?
That's the end of the teaser. Play this intro music.
Okay.
Good. Next scene, back in the lab. The remaining parts of the android body have been laid out on a large work table in roughly anatomical order, but still disassembled. Various parts from other tools and machines are scattered about.
Personal log, day 1.
As the voiceover progresses, Aurelio digs through bins of parts, tossing most things back, but occasionally striking pay dirt to his delight. When he finds a useful part, he takes it out and places it on the table.
It is some sort of automaton. An android. Primitive in most respects, but its neural pathways are like nothing I've ever seen. At least not like anything the chain ever had. Most of the body has been stripped for parts, but nothing I can't scrounge up or salvage from other junk around the lab.
He picks up the head and examines it.
The positronic matrix appears intact, at least. A miracle, considering how old this thing is. I wonder how it ended up here. Just another broken thing nobody wanted, I suppose. Somebody looked at 600 years of engineering and wrote no value on the box.
Weeks later, the body is assembled now and inert, laid out on the table.
Personal log, day 60.
He works at the open chest cavity with a probe. He is unshaven. There's a meal beside him that he has not touched.
Every pathway I repair twice. Once wrong, and then again after the Matrix rejects it. It is the most infuriating thing I have ever done. I began talking to it while I work. I'm putting that in the log so when they find me mumbling in the corner, there will be a record.
He works. He talks to the body companionably, the way one talks when the alternative is silence.
Now, you're going to be very useful to me. I want to be honest with you about that up front. There's a rack of specimen cylinders 11 centimeters above the reach of my arm, and I intend for you to spend a considerable portion of your existence handing them down to me.
He adjusts something. A diagnostic tone sounds. He frowns. He picks up a pad and begins scrolling through.
I am reconstructing ancient positronic theory from a data core I traded for a case of Andorian brandy, which I was saving. Whoever put you in that box should have left a manual. Some assembly required.
The comm chimes. Aurelio's entire posture changes. Straightens, brightens. He wipes his hands.
Open channel.
Osira, the ruthless but outwardly genial leader of the Emerald Chain, appears on the laboratory monitor.
There he is, my prodigy.
Osira,
Tell me something wonderful.
my eldest has been abducted for her bride napping.
How traditional. Congratulations to the proud father.
The rival family is demanding 35 strips of latinum. I may need an advance on my next stipend.
I'll see what we can do about that. Now tell me something else wonderful.
I found some sort of android in the reclamation crates. I've been rebuilding it.
An android?
Pre-burn.
Aurelio, my dear, I love your tinkerer's spirit, but I really hope this isn't interfering with your work.
On the contrary, when this is complete, my output will double, perhaps more. It'll be like a lab assistant.
Then I'm happy. You work too hard out there, Aurelio. The dilithium. When?
Soon.
Soon.
She cuts the channel, the monitor goes dark, and the room is silent again. Aurelio sits in the middle of it, smiling. Fade to the lab. Later still, the lab is a wreck. Aurelio looks like a man who has not slept in weeks because he has not. His beard has grown out. The dilithium lattice at the center of the room has gone dark in its containment field, unattended.
Personal log, day 206. Attempt 41.
He touches a control, nothing. He adjusts. He touches it again, nothing.
I have not allowed myself to consider what I will do if this one works. I have not allowed myself to consider anything else in 200 days.
He sits back, rubs his eyes, reaches out, almost absently, and touches the control a third time. The android's eyes open. Aurelio stops breathing.
Can you hear me?
Affirmative.
Hello.
Hello.
Do you know what you are?
This unit is a Sung type and android serial designation AS0572Y constructed to the specifications of Dr. Al Tan Inigo Sung.
Your vocal processor damaged. I can fix that.
He begins working on it.
You must be pretty old, huh?
This unit's internal chronometer registers approximate time since activation as 47 seconds.
I guess something got reset. Do you remember anything from before 47 seconds ago?
This unit's autobiographical memory core contains 0 entries.
Well, for reference, I would put you at no less than 5, maybe 600 years old.
Acknowledged. Though this unit has no record of that. This unit has never done anything.
Well, that won't be true for much longer.
End of Act 1.
Yay.
Commercial break. The next scene.
Personal log, day 240. The android continues to find uses around the lab with basic tasks like cleaning and organizing, but I feel as though I've barely scratched the surface of its capabilities. I estimate its linear computation speed at no less than 200 trillion operations per second. A bit much for a cleaning robot.
He enters. The lab has been completely rebuilt. Every rack lowered, every bench cut down, every instrument, every cylinder, every tool resting at the height of a seated man. AS0572Y stands at the far end with a plasma torch, finishing the last of it.
What have you done?
This unit has reconfigured the laboratory.
Who told you to do that?
No one.
Then why?
The shelves were too high. Aurelio says nothing. He crosses the room. He reaches out, without the arm, without effort, without thinking, and takes down a specimen drawer off the shelf.
Thank you. Look, I can't keep calling you AS0572Y.
That is this unit's serial designation.
That's a stock number. It's what you write on a box of equipment. It's what they wrote on your box.
You wish to change this unit's designation? For what purpose?
Because you're not equipment.
Inquiry. You believe that this unit is over 600 years in operation, yet it has no autobiographical memory entries. Memory cores do not degrade in that pattern, Doctor. This unit's memory was removed deliberately.
I think so too. What's your inquiry?
Who removed them?
I don't know.
Was this unit unsatisfactory? Aurelio opens his mouth. Nothing comes out. His eyes go to the crate still stacked against the bulkhead, still stenciled, reclamation, no value.
I don't know that either.
The comm chimes. Aurelio turns it on, saved by the bell.
Open channel.
Saluve appears on the laboratory monitor. She is a beautiful middle-aged Orion woman with kind eyes and a nurturing demeanor.
Really, my love, it's done. They gave her back this morning. Her cousins made us sit through a ballad first.
Oh, God. And the Latinum?
Settled. Osiris people paid it before I could even ask you. She sent flowers, Aurelio.
That's just how she is.
A pause. Behind him, AS0572Y moves quietly through the lab, organizing.
Who's that?
My new, lab assistant.
You sound happy.
Do I?
Yes. I'll let you get back to it. I just wanted to let you know everyone's home, safe and sound. Also, don't forget.
I won't. Good night, my love.
Her image disappears from the monitor. Inquiry. Who was that?
That was Saluve, my mate. She just got our daughter back from... Actually, never mind. Too much to explain.
What is Relly?
It's a nickname. You know, short for Aurelio. I've had it all my life. It's what my friends call me.
Inquiry. Am I Fred?
Huh. Of course you are. Fred.
End of Act 2. Next scene. Aurelio closes a panel at the base of Fred's skull and sits back.
Say something.
Something.
Say something else.
Half a pound of toppenny rice, half a pound of treacle. That's the way the money goes.
That's enough of that. Where did that come from?
Accessing. Unknown.
Say friend.
Friend.
We could change it. Now that you can say it. You could be friend if you want.
No. I am Fred. You are Relly. We are friends. Aurelio's emotions get the better of him, but he turns away before showing it.
All right. Get back to work.
You have a new piercing. Aurelio's hand goes involuntarily to the fresh third stud behind his right ear, beside two older piercings. He had not meant for it to be noticed.
You don't miss much.
In the Orion tradition, a piercing behind the ear is placed to mark the arrival of a child. Did Saluve bear another child?
Something like that.
Congratulations, Relly. Fred returns to his work. He does not see Aurelio touch the piercing again, hold it, and say nothing at all. Suddenly, the outpost's proximity alarm sounds. Aurelio freezes.
It's a docking alert. Nothing scheduled.
A short while later, the laboratory doors part. Kesh, an Andorian chain regulator, enters. He is unhurried, a pad in one hand. He does not knock because it does not occur to him that he should. Aurelio recognizes him. He is not a friend.
Regulator Kesh, I wasn't expecting.
Kesh raises his hand to silence Aurelio, who complies.
Osira wanted me to pay you a visit after your last dilithium shipment.
Kesh takes stock of the lab, drags his finger across the surface. Once he notices Fred, there is a little else that interests him.
Oh? I hope there was nothing wrong.
On the contrary, you exceeded your quota threefold. Osira is most pleased. What is this?
Oh, this is,
I am Fred.
Fred.
He continues to study Fred.
This is the pre-burn android you found. What are its capabilities?
I was imbued with a variety of skills including advanced chemistry, biology, mathematics, engineering.
Tactical.
Yes.
A supply convoy. 9 freighters, no escort. 6 raiders closing from astern. 1 freighter carries dilithium. The others are decoys. How do you protect it?
Alter one decoy's warp field to mimic the mass and subspace resonance of a dilithium cargo. Transmit a forged manifest on an unsecured channel.
A sensor ghost.
One they cannot identify without dropping out of pursuit. They will converge to board the decoy, allow their vessel to attach, then overload its warp core. The remaining 8 ships and the dilithium proceed unchallenged.
And the crew?
They must remain aboard until the raiders commit. An empty ship would reveal the deception. Transport them out immediately before detonation.
Transport inhibitors are standard raider equipment.
Then the loss of 1 crew preserves 8 ships and the dilithium. Kesh smiles, slowly, the way a man smiles when he has found money.
Impressive. For an antique.
Fred turns to Aurelio looking for the approval he has always been given. Aurelio cannot give it. The color has drained from his face. He is looking at his friend and seeing for the first time what everyone else will see. Kesh addresses Aurelio.
Excellent find, Doctor. It's rare to see one of these in one piece. This unit appears to be fully functional.
Yes. Right.
Kesh punches something into his pad.
In light of your newfound productivity, Osira has increased your quota for the next cycle. I'm sure you and your new assistant will have no trouble meeting it. I'll remain overnight. We begin a full audit in the morning.
Kesh moves to leave.
Be seeing you.
He exits, and Aurelio stares off. Antique. Noun. A relic or object of ancient times. Adjective. Old-fashioned. Obsolete.
Huh? No, not obsolete. He meant it as a compliment. Antiques can be valuable.
Fred considers this, files it away. I see. Was my response unsatisfactory?
What? No. You answered the question Kesh gave you.
Was it the wrong answer?
You never asked whether the convoy was worth a crew.
Preservation of the convoy was the stated objective.
Yes. It always is.
End of Act 3, next scene, night cycle. Fred is not in the room. Somewhere down the corridor, faintly, we can hear him working. Aurelio sits alone before the dark comm panel, composing himself the way a man does before a thing he already knows is coming. The comm chimes. He does not brighten this time.
Open channel.
Osira appears.
My prodigy, my treasure. Do you have the faintest idea what you've done?
Kesh filed his report.
Kesh filed a love letter, a functioning pre-burn positronic unit. Do you know what the last intact one sold for? No, you don't, because there wasn't one.
Osira...
A mind like that, out there at the edge of nowhere, handing you specimen jars and sweeping floors? It's a waste, my love. A beautiful, sentimental waste. We're bringing it in.
In.
Tactical development, where it belongs. And between us, This does not leave this channel. We are stretched very thin just now. Certain resources, you know the ones better than anyone. A mind that can outthink a fleet and never burns a single gram of it to run. You didn't build me an assistant, Aurelio. You built me an army. Of course, its tactical data is a few centuries out of date, but no worries, we'll just reprogram it. I've sent for the best cyberneticist in the quadrant.
Reprogrammed.
But we keep the good parts. The important parts. It'll still be brilliant. It will simply be useful.
Aurelio says nothing. His hand has drifted again to the piercing behind his ear.
Oh. Oh, my dear, you've grown fond of your... Fred, was it?
He chose the name himself.
I know. It's very sweet. Aurelio, remember what you were when I found you. A dying little boy on a world that had already decided exactly what you were worth. Broken. And I looked at you, and I saw what you could become, and I gave you a purpose. That is all this is. I find what is broken, and I give it a purpose. It is the kindest thing I know how to do. Kesh departs with Fred tomorrow morning. Sleep, my treasure. You've earned it.
The monitor goes dark. Aurelio sits alone for a long moment. Down the corridor, Fred can still be heard working, humming a song.
Computer, begin personal log.
Recording.
He listens to the humming. He has kept a record of every day for 40 years of his own life and every day of Fred's.
Cancel recording.
Entry discarded.
Fred.
End of Act 4. Act 5. In the docking bay. Kesh's courier ship sits with its hatch open. Aurelio works at the bay controls, using the regulator's clearance to authorize an early departure. Fred stands at the hatch. He is not boarded. I do not understand, Relly. Why must I go?
Because Osira is sending you away with Kesh tomorrow. His clearance will get you past the first checkpoints. After that, set a course for Kamau. There are independent brokers there. You can disappear among them.
Will you not come with me?
I can't.
Why?
Because Osira knows where Selov and the children are. If I run, she punishes them. If I stay, I can tell her you stole the ship.
Was I unsatisfactory? Aurelio stops. His heart breaks at this question. After a long pause.
Of course not, Fred. That's the problem. If you stay here, you'll end up just like me.
But I would like to be like you.
No, you wouldn't. Look, Fred, I've worked for the chain for 40 years. They kept me safe, kept me fed, and every time they asked something of me, I accepted the conditions they gave me. I never actually paid for it. I told myself I had no choice. Maybe I just didn't want to know what the choices were. If you stay, they'll do the same to you. They'll decide that you're what you're useful for, give you the answer they want, and make certain you never even ask a question.
I would like to be useful.
Of course you would, and you will be, in whatever way you want to be useful. I can't tell you what that will be, and neither can they.
Like they told you.
Go, Fred. Go to Kamau. What you do when you get there is your choice. You'll choose wrong. Everyone does. But you'll find your way. You'll find your place, and wherever it is, make sure you're there because you want to be there.
Will I see you again? My autobiographical memory has 314 entries now, all of which were made here, with you.
Hold on to them. Don't forget.
Memory cores do not degrade in that pattern, Relly. I cannot forget.
Or can I, Fred?
Friend.
Friend.
Fred and Aurelio stand for a moment as Fred absorbs the scene, committing it to memory. Then he boards the courier. As the hatch closes, Aurelio reaches back to feel the piercing behind his ear. The end.
Oh.
And then Michael kills him.
And then they blow his head off.
Oof.
That was
Oh,
so
I'm gonna cry.
good.
It was lovely.
Jake, you have this pattern that you either write something that's a hilarious, ridiculous romp, or this tearjerker thing that brings me to crying on the fucking podcast.
Oh, Well, I'm glad you all liked it.
Yeah,
It
that's
was great.
beautiful.
It was beautiful.
There were so many canon references that I snuck in there. I wonder how many of them you all picked up. Some of which we haven't even seen yet for the podcast. So
Oh, shit.
probably not
Oh.
those.
I wouldn't know, Jake.
Hmm.
I wasn't looking for them, so. Now, you also were telling me that this was your second idea.
Oh, yeah. So my first idea was going to be a comedy version. And in my original idea, the premise was that Fred was just a human that was working with Aurelio, and he got obsessed with Soong type androids, and then like started to believe that he was a Soong type android and like painted his face.
That's
It's
fun.
like that episode
Oh,
of Futurama.
Or
Yeah.
like the kid in Hero Worship.
Or that.
Or
but
a
then
balloon and something bad happens.
But then I
whatever.
remembered that, well, they actually did end up downloading data from his memory banks, and that wouldn't work.
Yeah, he
And
kind
I
of
was also
really
like,
was an android. That's true.
He really was an android, so the thing just wouldn't work.
Who's gonna
Ugh.
come in here and let what works ruin the fan fiction?
Fair. And I had the last one I did was a comedy one, so I figured change it up.
Figured
Do a
you'd break our
drama.
hearts instead.
Yeah. Shatter Ames's face and heart. Oh, speaking of, let's
Oh,
also
God.
spin the wheel.
I'm in this place where, like, I hope it's me, but I hope it's not me because I don't want to follow that, but I don't want to follow anything else because it's just going to keep getting gooder and gooder.
Now let's find out what the answer is. Hitting the
Ooh.
wheel. Here it goes.
Ooh. Ah!
Oh, nope. It
Ooh.
is Chris.
You're safe. And now
Or
for something
are you?
completely different. All right. Does everyone remember their parts?
I need to find
Uh,
the email.
Jake,
Yeah.
I know I had to change yours up because I sent you the wrong ones. I'll just read them off.
Okay.
Ames, you are the narrator, and Michael.
And Michael. Yes, that I saw.
Caitlin, you are a Hyrel, Zora, and Trip. Jake, why do I have you here as Trip as well? That's not right.
What's a Hyrel again?
She's
She was
the librarian.
Oh, I love her. Okay. I don't remember what
Uh,
she sounds like, but she's hot.
Jake, you're Picard and Kim and Raynor.
Wow, all of these were not communicated. None of those were in the email you
Yeah,
sent to
Kim-
Jake.
I
Kim
completely.
and Raynor do have a conversation I'm seeing. Is that okay?
It should be very brief. I did my best to
Okay.
avoid people talking to themselves. I think that's why yours kept getting. I kept having to swap yours out because I kept having you talking to yourself too much, like I always fucking do. And I was like, this time I'm going to avoid it. So yes, you're
Nice.
Kim, Picard, and Raynor.
Got it.
And then I will handle the commercial narrator, Kovich, and a special guest star we'll get to at the end.
Right. Is narrator literally stage directions, or is this a person talking?
Stage directions.
Okay. I won't put a character behind it then. Not that I have any to reach for.
Oh, pish.
Right,
well.
yes, that Irish accent, of course.
Highty tighty tie, interior.
The one thing I will say is they are not Irish, no.
Oh, wow. Racist.
All right, y'all ready?
Oh, goodness, no.
So remind us who your characters whom you drew were, and tell us, if you want to tell us the title, you should tell us the title now.
I got Hyrel and Zora.
Right.
Oh, shit. Wait, is that... Yes, did I say that too? Yes, Caitlin, you are also Zora.
Yes.
And the title is That's Going to Have Escalated Quickly.
Ooh, I sense a time shenanigan.
I love.
Eh.
Interior. A dim reading room in the Eternal Gallery and Archive. After a beat, the familiar snap of a 32nd century teleporter and a figure all in black with a sleek helmet appears in the room. Almost immediately, it makes its way to a clear case that contains a seemingly innocuous silver box. It fires a cone of yellow energy that creates a perfectly round hole in the front, and it moves forward to grab its prize. Underneath his movement comes the barely perceptible whisper of a door sliding open.
Please stop and lie on the floor, or I will have to stun you.
The figure glances her way, shrugs, and moves toward the case. She fires, but the beam simply passes through it. It hesitates when another transporter goes off. There stands Commander Raider, holding a somewhat odd-looking gun.
Nice try, pal.
Raynor fires, and this beam actually hits the figure, though it crackles and bounces around it rather than doing any permanent damage. It lets out a horrible noise. Thank you, Jake. And vanishes.
Damn. Well, at least he didn't get the box.
Commander Rayner, what is going on?
Honestly, damned if I know. But what else is new? Some guy shows up on Discovery, gives some song and dance about interdimensional thieves, and here we are. He said this gun would work, and it mostly did. So I guess this guy's story is checking out.
Do you have any idea what that is?
Nope. Just that it's even more important than that nonsense we were after last time, if you can believe it. Allegedly, anyway. Do you happen to know what it is?
No. But that it is more significant than it would appear.
Great. I miss normal missions. Look, can I,
Yes, take it. We are clearly unable to protect it, so you must.
Thanks.
With another crackle, we follow Rayner back to Discovery, where Michael Burnham stands in her ready room alongside Captain Harry Kim, time-traveling, dimension-hopping defender of realities.
Well, got the thing, but our mystery thief got away, which means he'll try again.
Zora, have you picked up anything on sensors?
No, Captain. Even with Chief O'Brien's modifications.
Okay, so he probably jumped realities again.
Is he going looking for another of those?
No, to regroup and plan. That's the only one in all realities, because it's the same thing in all of them. It's like the Guardian of Forever in that way. It's one thing, and it's an infinite copies of itself all at once.
The threads, holding multiverses together.
Exactly. So what? They get their hands on this thing and pull to try and yank reality apart? Worse, bend it to their will. God, I miss the burn days.
Simpler times are not always better times, Commander.
They sure would be right now.
Wait, Captain,
The ship seemingly switches to black alert and lurches wildly. Rayner goes down hard and the box flies from his hands, landing in the middle of the floor. The figure appears again in a spark of transporter and lunges for the box. Rayner pulls out his odd weapon from earlier and fires just as the ship lurches again. And the beam hits the box itself, which turns itself into a 12th dimensional wedgie before vanishing with an audible pop.
I'm so glad we're on streaming.
What?
Don't worry about it. Fuck.
Oh, I get it. Oh, that's silly.
What's that? You didn't pay for the ad-free version of Paramount Plus? Time for an ad break, then. Check out one of our innumerable stupid westerns where the hero is a rich rancer. Remember when they were the bad guys in westerns? How about some propaganda? All hail the thin blue line. But hey, there's a goth chick on the team, so ignore the problematic politics and just lust after her. Fancy a movie called War Driver? That's literally a title we thought was worth appending to something. And now back to our show.
Chris has a lot of anger. Back in Michael's ready room, one of many Trip Tuckers is putting finishing touches on an elaborate box on her desk.
Oh shit, Southern.
No, Trip.
Okay. Think it's all set. Admiral Picard beaming in. I don't know what he sounds like.
You've done Trip so many times on this show.
I can't remember what Trip sounds like anymore.
Just say Captain and you'll fall into it.
Captain.
There it is. There it is. She
Admiral
found
Picard. Admiral Picard beaming in. I still can't. It's okay. Right.
It
doesn't look like he's...
I've lost where we even are.
I was going to say, it doesn't look like he's talking much, so that was it. Captain.
With a slightly different transporter effect, a large man, think Jason Statham in a Starfleet universe, appears. Uniform appears.
Statham Picard.
Your best Cockney, Jake. I gave it to you on purpose.
Oh, he's Cockney.
Governor.
Statham's pretty cocky.
Right, Governor. Sounds like you've got things all ballsed up. It's like Australia.
I was gonna say, why
Don't
does
worry.
he sound like the crocodile hunter?
Pivot quickly to Kim, Jake. Good luck.
Oh no, I forgot they talked.
Okay.
Every
Who
time.
the hell are you? Who the hell are you? I could ask you the same thing. I'm supposed to be talking to Harry Kim. And I'm talking to Admiral Picard. You're looking at him, sunshine.
I've seen Admiral Picard in history books. You're not him.
I'm not looking for the one you'd know either.
My enhanced senses are picking up extreme fluctuations in the fabric of the subspace causio-temporal layer. Could that have something to do with it?
I'd say so. So which me are you looking for?
Oh my.
The one that drinks brisk and likes AC/DC. Iced tea and classical music. Sounds like a ponce. You're lucky I'm here to help instead.
Oh my god, it's still you.
I hate this ship. I hate the stupid missions you end up on. I hate the normal damn day since
no.
I joined. Oh, I haven't
haven't.
had a normal damn day since I joined this crew.
Captain, a new transporter signature. I'm afraid it's...
The door swishes open and Kovich, oh, son of a bitch, walks in. Looking as insufferably stoic as ever in his idiot suit, dumb glasses, and archaic tie. God, I hate him. Wait, since when can narrators editorialize?
Don't worry about it.
Commercial narrator, what are you doing here?
I am afraid the walls of reality are disintegrating faster than expected.
Wait, can she hear us?
It really is amazing how badly all of this is going.
Dr. Kovich, now is not the time for your usual terseness. You are experienced with these sorts of things. Perhaps you can assist.
Why else would I be here?
Normally you show up to cause this sort of thing, not fix it.
Your vote of confidence is very encouraging.
I believe the commander was engaging in sarcasm, Dr. Kovich.
Yes, I know.
Oh shit, Captain. Now who's this?
It's a long story.
A Commander Tucker. Probably not the one I knew, though.
Looks like a git, whoever he is.
You're not wrong.
Now, Captain, I'm confused. Do you have 2 computers on this ship?
No, I think the effects of the box being scattered across the quantum folds of casual protuberance are just causing another reality to bleed through into ours.
Which means...
Which means we need to reassemble the box before things get worse, or all realities ever are doomed, including the ones in which we're fiction.
Sorry, we're what?
This is a really weird fanfic that is going places I am deeply annoyed by.
I mean, if it's any consolation, Ames, Kovich is the bad guy and you get to kick him in the crotch. Wait, what? Oh, my crotch!
Okay, that was somewhat satisfying. But I still don't like this.
Do I get a shot at him?
We all do!
Yay!
Oh, Jake, since reality is folding in on itself anyway, I've invited your hero Dexter Jetster so you can wail on Kovich together.
Yay!
Let's get him, buddy!
It's like every Christmas and birthday all at once.
Please stop harming me.
Right, my turn.
Oh god, not him. My spleen and other internal organs.
Can I call you Uncle Dexter Jetster?
Oh, you know it, sport. Let's go get some Dippin' Dots.
Aww.
It's time for another ad break because the writer needs a clear delineation between scenes. Look, we got a bunch of Nicktoons on here, millennials. Hey Arnold has actually aged really well. You should check it out.
Oh, I've heard.
Ooh.
But, you know, maybe just pirate it because fuck this app. Now back to our show.
Beating the tar out of Kovich actually released enough endocornology
That's right.
particles to stabilize realities and restore the box to real space. We join our heroes with the badly battered and bleeding Kovich confined to a medbay bed where he belongs.
You were quite correct, Captain Kim. Crewman Daniels, Kovich, whatever he likes to be called, shows signs of being partially from the same reality as the narrator and their friends. He seems to be a being of multiple realities.
That doesn't make any sense. Shame we can't still talk to them. Maybe they could explain it better.
Doubtful. They appeared to be from a fairly technologically nascent era.
None of you know what you've done.
Who are you? Really?
I own you, little man, and I'm gonna mold you to my image, and then maybe my daddy will finally tell me he's proud of me.
There appears to have been major reconstructive surgery and DNA alteration done to him over the years. I believe I have pieced together his original appearance.
On the screen appears a face immediately smug and despisable, somehow more hateful than even the face Daniels was introduced with, or ended up with on the show. A face filled with unearned confidence, even as the eyes quivered with the thought that someone may one day recognize his mediocrity.
Our universe appears to have had an equivalent. His name was David Ellison, a rich failson of an aging conservative tech mogul. His sort led Earth directly into the Third World War with their short-sightedness and lust for power.
And Star Trek is mine now. I canceled all your woke nonsense so I can make a better version. None of that Prime Universe cushiness or Kelvin timeline. Whatever that was. Season 3 of the Enterprise is the only good Trek, and I'm gonna use it as a template.
No.
That box will allow me to fix it all. I'll get rid of all the homoerotic tension between Kirk and Spock. I'm gonna make Picard love murder. I'm going to... Ow!
Sorry. I was getting sick of him. I was getting sick of listening to him. I'm going back to my universe now. I suggest chucking this one in the old black hole.
We don't do that.
Yeah, neither do we. I was hoping maybe your lot was less moral than mine.
And then, like a bad sitcom, we freeze on everyone having a good laugh. The end. Jesus Christ.
No, Jesus Chris.
Oh, Jesus Chris. That's yep.
Jesus
yep.
Chris.
Nope, that's also right. Jesus Christ, Chris.
That was great. That was really great. I loved that.
That was a lot of fun.
You were right. The narrator is not Irish.
That was fucking funny, dude. That was great.
Thank you. Jake, despite my best efforts, you still talk to yourself way too much.
That's okay.
You should see him around the house.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, that one was written backwards. I had the idea of everyone beats up Kovich.
Yeah, I figured.
And then it was like, fuck it, we get to beat up Kovich.
Yay!
And then I just kind of worked back from that.
Just like every Star Trek episode of...
And now I officially
probably.
have a pseudo-trilogy of fanfics.
Yeah, they get more and more bonkers as they go.
Mm-hmm.
So good. I loved that.
That was really awesome, Chris.
Chris is a
Thank
fucking
well
madman.
played.
Wheel.
We're wheeling.
Baby
The
fucking
baby
wheel.
fucking wheel kid.
Bring me the wheel.
Okay, it's between me and Caitlin now for who goes next.
Ugh.
Let's spin
God.
this wheel.
Please, God, please let it
We
be
can't
me.
see the
Please
wheel.
don't
I
make
can't
me
see the
go after
wheel.
Ames. Please, God.
Oh, it is Caitlin.
Oh, thank God.
We'll just
Honestly.
take your word for it.
Oh, we all
Was
get a
it not
break.
sharing shit? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I always forget there's another button you gotta press. There it was, Caitlin. Look, see, there she is.
All right, we believe you.
Oh, okay. So, as usual, you are absolutely getting my first draft. And it's too bad because I think a second draft would have made this brilliant. But here we go. And my picks were Tarina and
that's right.
Maul and Locke, who are one person.
Nice. Take that as you will.
And it's called Good Luck, Have Fun, Resistance is Futile.
Ooh.
It's bad. I love it. I love it, and it's bad. He stepped into the mess hall, his filthy, cobbled-together rags and MacGyvered tech way out of place on the pristine, shiny Discovery and among its spotless, uniformed crew. Somewhere in this mess hall is the correct combination of people who are going to join me in this revolution and save humanity. I'm going to find the right group, and we're going to succeed. This is my 117th time in this mess hall doing this exact speech. Can you imagine that? He was interrupted by the sound of beaming, followed by a voice he recognized all too well after 116 visits to Discovery. Hey, this is the mess! As soon as Linus appeared, the man from the future turned as if on a swivel and shot him with a beam that caused him to disintegrate on the spot.
Yay!
Not this time, Linus! You fucked this up for all of us enough times! His chest heaved as he stared around the mess hall, his eyes lit with a mixture of insanity and terror. Seriously, there is a team here that can make saving the world possible, but as far as I can tell, as long as Linus lives, we're all doomed. But, he sighed, picking a French fry off the plate of a terrified cadet, the needs of the many, am I right, folks? He laughed at his own joke and chewed the cold French fry, pulling a face and continuing on, looking for more intriguing spoils. Anyway, as I was saying, among you are the heroes we need to save the future from the Borg. I know what you're thinking. We've already had plenty of series that investigate this theme. What can the Borg even do that we can't stop? And you know what? You'd be right. But the writers of the world have gone crazy and don't even pay attention to the canon of their own series, never mind the show as a whole. So don't worry about it. Just take me at my word. The Borg are the problem, and we gotta take them down. So, he said, lifting a half-empty glass of Coke to his lips, even as its owner protested. Who's with me? Mal's was the first hand to raise in the crowd, her intense eyes aglow with purpose and something darker. Oh, why is it always you first? Cried the man from the future. New scene. If you were reading this, you would see a thing that indicates a new scene. It's not a big deal, Mal. I know the Borg have been devious and dastardly in the past, but I'm sure there's absolutely no harm that could come from using this Borg-branded VR. It's just like a way to experience life in Unimatrix Zero. What could possibly go wrong? Locke, we agreed that we weren't interested in living this modified reality lifestyle, remember? It's what brought us together. You know, that VR helmets give me, horrifyingly bad migraines and nosebleeds. Please, I have a bad feeling. Aren't you worried that you'll just, get sucked in and become a drone like all these other Borg tech addicts? But Locke was not listening. He was already taking his Borg brand VR helmet out of its case. Resistance is futile, shrieked the advertising on the box, and was setting up an account. Locke, are you even listening to me? She demanded, trying desperately to pull him back to reality. Don't you see that this is gonna go terribly, horribly wrong? Resistance is futile, whispered Locke, pulling the VR visor down over his eyes. As soon as he initiated the power on sequence, his face went slack, and within seconds, he was marching away, out the door, down the street, towards the center of town. A cube-shaped building that was once an Apple store, now the headquarters for Borg brand VR. Oh, towards a cube-shaped. I left that part out. Locke! Locke! Miles shrieked, following him out the door. She grabbed his arm as he continued walking away, but he pushed her off, continuing his march undisturbed. She stayed where she fell, in a puddle of mud, rain beginning to fall as tears poured from her eyes. The love of her life, the one man who she thought understood why trusting Borg tech was bad. Gone. And you've got to be crazy if you think I'm taking you on this mission. You volunteer, just like that. Obviously a loose cannon. You'll probably get yourself and all of us killed. The man from the future was concluding. Mal snapped back to the present and noticed that another nosebleed had started up. She grabbed a napkin from a nearby table and applied pressure, holding her head back. Listen, I don't know why you think I can't help, but this is personal. I need to help. For Locke. The man from the future just stares at her, heartbreak and horror, and maybe something else written all over his face. Okay, just no heroics. All right? And remember, the Borg, they want us to think we've won. So we'll give up. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. He turned to the rest of the crowd. Now, if any of the rest of you are interested in trying out some heroics, I'm all for it. Looking at you, Slender Man, the man from the future said, eyeing Saru up and down. You look like you could do some serious heroism out there. Saru jumped. That's right. Saru jumped when he was mentioned and glanced at Tarina, his colleague who he was at the mess hall on a sort of date with. Maybe if he acted like a hero, like this crazy man wanted, maybe then Tarina would understand the depth of his feelings for her. Maybe then he could finally get some of that sweet, sweet hand stuff.
God.
The crew do lovingly refer to me as Action Saru. I'm sure I could be of some use, so yes, sign me up for some serious heroism. Great. This is really a relief. We rarely make it out of this mess hall without you along for the ride, Saru, exclaimed the man from the future. Tarina thought this was just about the most illogical thing she could imagine Saru saying. Why was he getting involved with this crazy, dirty, homeless-looking man when he had a nice, cushy position here on Discovery? Sure, the man from the future talks a big talk about the Borg and the future, but they've been vanquished in, 6 or 7 series plus a film? What could they really have planned for the future that was so dire? But then she thought about it. The Borg could be anyone, anytime, anywhere. Although risking their lives for no reason was highly illogical, surely having someone as brilliant along as her, and as heroic as Saru, was the only logical choice. If Saru is in, I'm in, she said. This is such an asinine plot, you're going to need someone around who can remain logical. You only join the party about half the time, so I'm a little surprised, mused the man from the future. But we do always make it further when you're there, so welcome aboard, Tarina. As the captain of this vessel, and arguably the most indispensable member of the crew, I think it only makes sense that I join you on this operation, Michael Burnham piped up from the doorway. The only thing better than one Vulcan mind on the case is one Vulcan mind plus one Vulcan-coded human mind with lots of childhood trauma thrown in. Yeah, that's really encouraging, said the man from the future. But you're good in a fight, I'll give you that. Anyone else? It was then that the pounding on the airlock hatches began. Well, anyone who's in, get ready to run. The rest of you, good luck, have fun, resistance is futile. The man from the future was already running into the depths of the ship, forcing the aforementioned volunteers, plus a few others, most notably Tilly, Stamets, Book, and Owoshikun, to sprint to keep up with him. "Aw, shit," exclaimed Book charmingly. "I forgot my cat. Forgive the pun, but the Queen really knows how to hold a grudge."
Oh, no.
The halls trembled and shook as an unearthly sound ricocheted off the metal walls, vibrating the very floor beneath their feet and making their teeth chatter. What the hell is... Suddenly, a large clawed paw, looking to belong to a 10-story tall Maine Coon cat, hooked out of a nearby science lab, grabbed Book, and pulled him in. There was a scream, another earth-shaking growl, and then an audible... Okay, that's never happened before, but it's definitely not good. Let's run, people, away from that thing before we're next. The man from the future jogged on, leading the rest of his ragtag crew behind him. Where are we even going? Maul asked, jogging hard to catch up to the man from the future. Where can we go? If the Borg are on the ship, then... we'll go where we always try to go, to the warp core. I have a feeling... We won't find your typical warp engine down there, that's for sure. I mean, I've never made it in before, not in 116 attempts, but I have a good head for these things, and I'm usually right. I certainly don't want to cause a disagreement, said Trina, but doesn't it make more sense to try to get off the ship rather than trap ourselves like rats within it? I know you've done this a few times, but your lack of success does leave a bit to be desired. That's quitter talk, declared the man from the future. Besides, you guys should know better than me, but isn't that the only door that stands between us and the warp core? Did you somehow miss the Breen warriors armed to the teeth who are pacing in front of said door? Queried Trina. Of course I didn't miss... Wait, the Breen? Cried the man from the future. Ah, this changes everything!
Woo! She said the thing.
I did. No, I can work with this, said Mal. I understand the Breen. No, not an option. You're not walking in there and just addressing the Breen. I don't know who you think died and put you in charge, started Mal. Okay, phrasing. I guess it's all of us who have died over and over again putting you in charge, allegedly. But listen, I have to do this. The Borg took everything from me, and before them, the Breen tried. What could be better than letting me stick it to all my greatest enemies at once? I don't really think this is going to be the revenge fantasy you're hoping for, said the man from the future. Honestly, I expect there'll be some kind of yada-yada jibber-jabber from some unexpected antagonist, and then, well, who knows? And it might not even scratch the itch. Only one way to find out, Mal decided. She picked up a collapsible fencing sword, conveniently discarded nearby, slid it open with a sharp-sounding shink, and began pacing towards the Breen. The Breen, all startled and stared at her, and she thought, without seeing their eyes, that there was a sense of recognition. They immediately started shouting excitedly in their weird broken speak and spell backwards through a vocoder language, and Mal shook her head. I have no idea what you're saying, but I know you know what I'm saying, and what I'm saying is, let me in there. She pointed towards the bulkhead door separating her from the inner chamber containing the warp core. The Breen looked from one to another and then bowed, pointing towards the door and not raising a hand to stop her. Thank you? She gasped, confused, and looking behind her as she walked between them to the door, sliding the door to the side and stepping through. What she found waiting for her, she never would have expected. Her dear beloved Locke, sitting on a folding couch, and next to him, the Borg Queen? Her skin pale, her face pulled tight like someone who's had one too many facelifts, and bosom barely covered and heaving? She held Locke tightly to her and grinned as Mal approached. Hey, you hive-minded psycho! Get your scaly undead hands off my boyfriend! Cried Mal, approaching with sword drawn, and pointing it directly at the Borg Queen's throat. Come on, Locke, let's go! You don't need to live like this! This isn't living! No, Mal. Locke's voice, thin and husky, like someone who's been asleep for months, strained out of his throat. Don't do this. I chose this. Resistance is futile. The Borg Queen laughed. See how ridiculous you sound, trying to stand in the way of progress? She pulled Locke's VR-goggled face to her sweaty-looking grayish bosom. If I can take your precious Locke, the second-to-last holdout in town, to get Borg VR, what makes you think I can't take you too? Can't you sense his power? The important role he'll play in all the future endeavors of the Borg? He's mine! I won't let you have him, because the world depends on it, because the Locke I love wouldn't want it this way. Maul drew back her sword arm, her eyes locked on the Borg Queen. I will free us all from this mess, even if it means I have to sacrifice everything. The Queen continued to laugh. Go ahead, strike me down if you think it'll make you feel better, she taunted. Another Borg Queen will just rise in my place. Or is your pathetic brain not conceived of the truth that as long as there are others to take over, the Borg will never... Mal grimaced and slashed with her sword, but it wasn't the Borg Queen whose head she took. It was Locke's. Tears hot and unashamed washed down her face, sobs pouring from her body as Locke's body, that is, collapsed to the floor. The Borg Queen screamed. And this is supposed to sort of be giving Wicked Witch, I think. Like, no, how could you? How could a stupid, cowardly little girl like you? You know? The room grew bright white, and Mal realized the light was pouring out of Locke's decapitated body, blinding her to everything else in the room. You may have won, but you don't even know the man from the future is really your... Blackout.
Ooh.
Or were her eyes just closed? Had she been asleep? Was she dreaming? Mal opened her eyes and sat up. She was in a hospital bed. Next to her, asleep in the visitor's chair, her beloved Locke. She looked around the room and saw it wasn't just Locke. All her friends were here. Tilly, Stamets, Captain Burnham, Linus.
No.
Linus.
Damn it.
Oh no, she whispered. Babe, you're awake, said Locke, leaning forward and pressing a kiss to her cheek. I'm so relieved. You've been out for days. I really thought... Locke, you can't be here. Linus... Well, he shouldn't be here, but he can't either. He's dead. We didn't do it. We didn't win. We didn't win! But no one could hear her, not over the happy peppy end credit music that had begun to play. And as the Paramount logo filled the screen, the man from the future, now a weird anime-ified cartoon a la Bart in that one episode of The Simpsons, pops through the logo and says, ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee-ba-dee, back to the drawing board! The end.
So Caitlin saw Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Yes, she did.
So, spoilers for that movie, I suppose.
Well, yeah.
Speaking as someone who hasn't seen it, I have no idea what's going on.
I left out a big spoiler, but yeah, I don't know.
Linus lives.
Yeah, that's the big spoiler. Yeah, I don't know. I think it could be good if I wrote it again, if I worked on it some more. It's just, what happened was I had this burst of writing a lot of it at once, and I was like, yeah. And then I couldn't write any more of it until yesterday. And then I was like, oh no, it's yesterday. It's too late. This is going to be rough. So that's where we're at.
The
you
way
use
he
that
was
time
just,
travel machine.
Yeah.
The way he was stealing food, I was half expecting him to turn out to be Phlox.
Oh,
no.
that would have been amazing.
Ooh, yeah, how's your Phlox voice still?
Captain, I don't suppose you'd mind if I took some celery. Bite each snacks off your plate. Fuck,
Pretty
I
good.
should have. I wish that I could have done that. Fuck me. I should. See, that was great. I should have run this.
There you go. That's your second draft.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's the draft. This is it. Anyway.
Yeah,
So
you
it was
do have a
nice.
damn good Sam Rockwell, Caitlin.
Oh, thanks. Thank you.
All right. Spin the wheel.
Oh, the wheel.
Wheel,
Let's not bother
wheel.
with the wheel. I've already closed the wheel.
Oh.
Or no, I've lied. I've spun it. Yes, the answer.
Yay!
The answer was
Wheel,
somehow Caitlin
wheel,
again.
wheel.
Oh no, nobody wants that.
Okay, no, the last one is me this time.
Yay!
And people may remember, and if you haven't, I will let you know right now. My draws were Janal and Haz Mazzaro. Two very charismatic characters who are barely going to factor into this fanfic.
Oh no.
I mean, Hyrule was in mine for like half a page.
That's true, but the library was important ish. So yeah, this is a teleplay style thinger. It is called a 3 Luma host. Do y'all have your character assignments?
Yes.
All right, let us read the thing. A 3 Luma host. I also used Jake's playwriting software, and for some reason it wouldn't let me change Act 1 to Scene 1. So Act 1. Gray's quarters on Trill. Gray is in a hollow communication with Adira, who appears as a hollow in their quarters on the Discovery. So they do that little tiny glitch thing every so often to depict they're not physically in the space. The scene will switch perspectives occasionally. Gray is changing from his guardian robes to some of his more swishy attire. Adira is painting something we cannot see on an easel. Glad to see you painting again.
It's been hard to feel creative with everything going on. I finally decided to just start something.
What's it of?
We'll find out when it shows itself to me. Might take a while.
You should take a break and visit me on Trill for inspiration.
It is a very inspiring planet, but I don't think that'll work.
Oh, come on. Live a little. You deserve it.
We're still putting things back together after everything with the Breen. And besides, I don't want to get in the way of your training. How's that going, by the way?
So good.
That's awesome.
I love it, but one unusual thing. Bix is still here.
The symbiont? I thought they'd passed.
That was indeed the expectation.
They must be very old.
They are, and I want to get your reaction to this. It makes me wonder if there's a reason why they're still here. The path to the progenitor's tech was completed, and they should be at peace. But they persist.
Maybe they're just enjoying the cushy retired life.
I don't know. We've been... Communicating isn't the right word. More just communing.
That sounds really nice.
It's different. The other symbionts don't react this way around me, but Bix seems almost attracted to me.
Can't blame him. You're an attractive guy.
Knock it off. Anyway, I talked about it with Guardian Z, and we think Bix may be in a place where they want to be joined again.
With you?
With me.
At their age?
Well, Bix is a very special case.
How can you even tell that's what they want? It's not like they can just talk to you.
It's more a feeling. I don't know how to explain it. It's like when Booker knows when Grudge wants a treat and when she wants a belly rub.
Booker's an empath, Gray.
Right.
How do you feel about it?
First, terrified. Bix is practically a celebrity around here, and that pressure is daunting, to say the least. Not to mention their centuries of experiences would be a lot to acclimate to. But second, invigorated? Guardian Z tells me this would be the only instance of a host being able to join with a second symbiont. You know, because of the extenuating circumstances.
Your golem body does make you a very special case as well.
It would be an incredibly unique opportunity.
Fuck opportunity. Gray, this is your life. It's important to factor in what you want. Is this what you want?
Gray pauses for a long time while he stares in a mirror. You know, I don't remember dying. Which is possibly a mercy, if I'm being honest. I am so sorry that you have to remember any of that. And I originally thought, when I got this body, that I have the second chance to chase my dreams, journey to Trill, start the training to become a guardian. All the things I'd always aspired to. But now I wonder, is that enough? This second chance, well, it's squandered if I don't learn to take these opportunities, isn't it?
Have you ever talked to Dr. Kolber about this?
I've tried. He's so close to the issue since...
Oh, right. He also died and got a new body. Is that awkward or perfect, actually?
I think he's still coming to terms with that too, and I don't think he and I are at the stage where we can, say, start a support group about it.
Maybe with time? You can ask Book to join, too. So, you're really considering this?
I am.
What do you want from me? I know I can't talk you into or out of anything. I never could. And there's only so much I can do from Discovery.
I think I just need exactly what you're doing right now. Talking things out, understanding, being there for me.
Well, I can always do that.
I know you can. Now show me what you're doing with that painting. Adira turns the painting around. TBD what the hell it's of.
Well, you can see I screwed up this side when you dropped that news on me. Now I have to either fix it or start over.
Oh, that's fixable. And you're clever. You'll find a way.
I might have to cover it with a shrub.
The two laugh together. Adira's comm badge chirps.
Oh, I gotta go. Keep me informed about Bix.
You'll be the first to know anything.
I'm holding you to that. Talk to you later.
Bye. The holocommunication ends, Adira disappears, and Gray stands in his quarters staring at his own face in the mirror as the scene fades. Scene 2. A medical bay on Trill. Gray is in a biobed, convalescing in one of those future hospital gowns after the joining procedure. He looks tired, but contented. Computer, send a holo invite to Adira on the USS Discovery. The computer acknowledges this, and after a moment, Adira appears as a holo by his bedside.
Hey, looking good. Very dapper.
Thanks.
How are you feeling?
Still exhausted.
And Bix?
Also exhausted. Guardian Z has been very closely monitoring the procedure, even more than he usually does. But he says everything is looking copacetic.
Obviously, it's a big change, even compared to joining with Tal.
It's funny. I remember joining with Tal and the unusual feeling of it, but the memories have faded so much. It's like those memories aren't mine, which I suppose they never were.
Well, as the person currently hosting Tal, I can say it can still feel like that to me too. Isn't that kind of true for all joinings?
Right, but it's more like they're all anecdotes I heard secondhand or thirdhand. I know there was a time that I embodied moments from Tal's life, but even before today, they were getting so fuzzy.
Do you miss them?
I don't know. I hadn't thought about them until now, and now with Bix.
Since Bix has had so many more lifetimes than Tal, it might be a good thing you don't remember Tal. Admiral Senna alone sometimes feels like he's taking up so much of my brain capacity.
That's the thing. The experiences of all the previous Bix hosts. They all leave me with just this sense of, I don't know, longing? Don't get me wrong, they largely all had full and varied lives. But what Janelle put them through...
They all had to wait around for someone to find the clue to the progenitor's tech.
They could never leave Trill, even when they wanted to.
That must have been so hard.
It's like Janal and the other architects kept all of his descendants prisoner just in case someone on the trail of the progenitor tech happened along, and it means none of them ever got to see the universe. No, that's an unfair judgment. Janal didn't know it would take this long.
Still, he must have realized he was dumping this on the shoulders of future hosts.
So many of them, all waiting to live. And then the burn happened.
Maybe this is why Bix sought you out, because now you have a chance to transcend that duty they inherited.
Where do I even start?
You know what I think? Well, A of all, you finish recuperating. No use rushing into anything. And B of all, I think you need a vacation.
A vacation could be nice.
Riza?
Oh, that'd be sensory overload. Let's start with something small. Parathia.
Where?
That ocean planet where the Karma barge is located.
Oh. Yeah, okay. What made you think of that?
I'm not quite sure. Maybe I heard someone talking about it, and it just feels appropriate.
Michael and Owo went there during the DMA incident.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
I'm really excited for you. I wish I could come with you.
Why don't you?
Things on Discovery are so busy right now. I couldn't get away.
Oh, well, that's okay. I think this is something that might be good to experience on my own.
On your own with all the Bixes in your head.
Them too. It's getting pretty packed in here.
A 6 Luma symbiont and a 3 Luma host.
I didn't know you'd heard that one.
Why wouldn't I? It's an old Trill saying, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it is. But it's a 4 Luma host, the way I heard it.
Well, maybe Senna misremembered it. Sometimes I can't tell.
Oh, that's okay. You're new to trill culture after all.
I guess.
Behind Gray, a door opens. Oh, Guardian Z's here. We're going to run some more tests.
Okay. Take it easy, you hear?
They wouldn't let me do otherwise. Adira's hollow disappears as Gray looks up to Guardian Z. The scene fades. Scene 3. The long one. An unusual location on the Karma barge on Parathia. It's not inside of the casino, but somewhere fabricated. A simulation of a game that Gray is playing that looks like a cross between an over-designed television trivia game show and American Ninja Warrior. Very brightly colored to the point of obnoxiousness. Gray is wearing something traditionally cool. Gray taps his comm badge. Let's see if this works. Can you open a holo with Adira Tal on the USS Discovery? Adira appears inexplicably in front of him. Oh, good. I wasn't sure if the holo would function in here.
Where are you? Is this the Karma barge?
Yes and no. You're gonna get a kick out of this.
What is it?
I'm in a board game.
Oh, that's so cool! What's it called?
Chula. The game master was a wadi woman who invited me to play, and I appeared here.
It looks like an escape room.
That's about right. I'm only a couple shaps in. You want to play with me?
Obviously.
Behind them, a girl is playing hopscotch and singing Alamarain, count to 4, Alamarain, then 3 more.
What's that?
That was the previous shap. I already solved that puzzle. It was pretty easy, actually, but I suspect they'll get harder. I think we go this way?
Let's go.
They move through the space into another puzzle. The scene fades. Some time has passed, and Adira and Gray are on another shap in the game. Gray is constructing something similar to the statue in the Shrine of the Silver Monkey, while Adira encourages him, since they're not corporeal and can't interact with the environment.
No, turn the head around and press down.
Like this? The statue completes with a little celebratory sound effect, and a glowing golden door appears to open the next shap.
Good job.
These are all still really easy. Have you ever played Captain Maraxia's Enchanted Circus Menagerie before?
I don't think so.
It's a lot like this. I can show you next time you're on Trill.
Next time I'm on Trill.
What's going on with you?
You're asking about me going to Trill an awful lot, and
What?
I don't know if I can do it.
What's wrong with going to Trill? I live on Trill.
I know, it's just... This is going to sound irrational.
You irrational? Never.
I don't feel particularly comfortable on Trill.
They're not going to try to murder you again. Things are changing.
It's more than that. I mean, I'm the only human host.
And that's amazing.
It is! Don't get me wrong, it is. But I don't know those people. They treat me like some kind of outsider, even though I have the tall symbiont.
I'm sure if you spend more time...
It's exhausting, Gray. I try to keep my focus on work, and then I'll have some special Trill insight from Senna, or Medella, or Kasha, and it's so normal that it actually catches me by surprise that I don't actually understand the context of it. It's overwhelming sometimes. I don't know how you do it.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah. And I'm sorry I didn't tell you. It sounds so selfish of me.
It doesn't.
Sure.
No, it really doesn't. It's hard. It's really hard hosting a symbiont. Joinable Trill's trained for years, and it's still hard. And you never got any of that training at all. But you're not alone, Adira.
Except everyone else is already at least a Trill and understands the scenario more.
That makes sense. I want to help you in any way I can, and if that means you don't want to visit Trill for now, or forever, I get it. But if you ever do, I'll be there for you.
Okay.
Okay?
I didn't say I'd never want to go to Trill. Let's give it some time.
That sounds like a plan.
I think this is our next stop.
The space they enter is largely open, with a perimeter of columns and no roof. At the center is a body of water the size of a swimming pool, tranquil and still. Hazbazaro sits in the center of it, the water up to his chest, looking mildly stressed out.
Hello there.
Haz stands, water dripping off his clothes.
Reinforcements! Ah, the yellow-eyed luck dragon is smiling on me today. Perhaps you can help me out of here.
Are you stuck here?
Wait, you're not part of the puzzle.
My friends, I'm as real as a velocicat's fleas. Hazmazaro.
Haz wades to the side of the pond to shake their hands.
The proprietor of the Karma Barge?
What are you doing playing Chula?
Playtesting it for the Wadi. Think it will be a good expansion for the casino?
Not sure yet.
It's all really easy so far.
Kind of depends on how it ends.
My thoughts exactly. But this puzzle has me thirsty in a Malalan rainforest. I've been here for probably hours now, and I haven't found a way to grind through it.
Why don't you just quit?
Are you checkered? Quitters meet the sky lion head first.
Right. Obviously.
I've got a knack for puzzles, and my past hosts have a lot of experience at them.
To say the least.
Course! Your Trill, yes! That could come in handy.
What have you figured out so far?
Come here.
Haz moves back toward the center of the pond. Gray and Adira look at each other, shrug, and step into the pond as well, following Haz to the center. Adira doesn't appear to get wet since they're not actually there. Haz points straight down.
Gaze into the water, and the answer you'll see.
We can see that is written into a plaque at their feet beneath the water.
Gaze into the...
Oh, that's easy. It's your reflection.
Concord! I thought the same thing. Classic riddle, like, I belong to you, but everyone else uses me more than you do.
Your name?
That's kid stuff.
The puzzles so far really aren't that hard, so maybe... Gray looks up into the sky and announces, Gray Tall! Nothing happens.
Tried that already. Hazbazaro!
Nothing happens.
See? There's got to be something else around here somewhere.
Haz starts pawing at the water.
Gray, that's not your name anymore.
What a fool I am! How could I forget? Gray Bix! A glowing exit door appears in front of Gray that Haz and Adira cannot see. Ha ha! See? Child's play!
Bix? You're Bix?
Yes?
It's new.
Do I know you?
I have a strange feeling you do. But I don't know the name you would know me by.
What do you mean?
It's very complicated.
Are you joined to a Trill symbiont?
Oh. Well, I suppose it's not that complicated after all.
No way.
But I don't have their memories. It's all fog in the night and the swamp moon Elb.
Adira, this sounds exactly like what you went through with Tal.
You also host a symbiont?
I do.
But you're...
Human. And you're...
My new friend. Believe me, it'd take too long to list my genealogy. Not Trill is what you're getting at.
But this is amazing! I thought I was the only non-Trill with a symbiont.
Think again, Spriteling. But that's not getting me any closer to solving this riddle.
The Wadi do have that quit feature.
Quitters meet the
Sky Lion head first. Yes, I remember.
So you don't know the name of the symbiont.
I woke up one day with a massive headache and a pork loin in my belly. I thought I'd just been drinking too much blood wine, but a medical scan found them in there.
I can't perform a Jantra without someone to embody a past host. But
This space does look an awful lot like the caves of Makala.
I don't have a Minta orb, but I think I could guide you to commune with the symbiont if you'll just trust me.
What harm could it do?
You don't want to know the answer to that.
Lay back in the water. Haas floats on his back in the pool while Gray performs the ritual that I won't bother describing for the sake of time.
Hey, this is pretty nice. How will I know when...
Suddenly, Haas's eyes turn a milky white, and he stares silently and blankly outward.
Wow, it's just as unsettling watching this procedure from this side as it was from there.
There's only so much I can do now other than monitor him. He's the one who has to make it to the other side.
The Wadi will be disappointed that this is a better test than all their... levels?
Chaps.
All their shaps so far.
Haas awakens startlingly, splashing around until he rockets himself upright and stands in the shallow pond. He shouts into the sky.
Haas Niels!
The golden door appears for Haas as well, though Adira still doesn't see it since they're not actually present. Haas is overwhelmed with conflicting emotions that range from glee to agony, sometimes all at once.
I remember now. It's as clear as Yazzer juice from the vine. Hilary Niels was my lover, my friend. They were Trill and beautiful and the spunkiest Tonga player you ever saw. They were murdered by mobsters trying to cheat the game. I couldn't do anything, but I could save the symbiont. I had no idea non-Trill weren't supposed to be joined.
No, they're usually not, but there must be something about us that made the symbionts accept us as hosts. Your love for Hilary, perhaps.
I'd wanted to go to Trill to find out more, but I couldn't justify the risk during the burn. If only I'd known.
Well, the council would probably have either turned you away or tried to kill you anyway, so don't feel too bad.
And after, I made so many excuses not to go. What a Linus I can be.
I think you should go. They're much nicer now.
Yes, I definitely will.
Gray has been standing looking shocked this whole time. Niels? You're Niels.
Bix. My poor Bix. Look at you. You finally left Trill.
Laraxis Bix wishes she could have gone with you all those years ago.
You had your mission, I seem to remember.
I did, but that didn't make it any easier.
Sorry, but this is a lot to take in quickly. And soberly.
Take your time. I'm just very glad I found you, helped you.
It's feeling a bit crowded in the old bone bread box. I feel like a 6 Luma symbiont and a 3 Luma host.
Ha! So it was a 3 Luma host.
I stand corrected.
Let's finish this game, and then drinks are on me. We have a journey to Trill to plan.
Adira, I'll understand if you don't want to join us.
You must join us. We are twin Norbuses hunting the same flapfly, as the saying goes. You and I.
I'll toast you from the discovery, and then maybe I'll think about it.
I'd like that.
Good hunting, Norbus. Now, Bix, we have a lot of catching up to do.
Haas takes Gray's hand as they walk through the golden doorway together. After they watch the two old/new friends exit, Adira disconnects the call and their hollow vanishes. The scene fades. One more scene. Scene 4. Culber is in his quarters on Discovery, relaxing on a couch with a cocktail and one of those glasses of popcorn they use on the ship for some reason.
Zora, send a holo invite to Trill, please. See if Gray Bix is available to chat.
Zora complies, and after a moment, Gray, dressed in another of his swish outfits, so many swish outfits, appears in front of Culber. Dr. Culber, so nice to see you.
Hello, Gray. I'm not interrupting you, am I?
Not at all. I'm still technically on vacation. Vacation just happened to bring me back here, it turns out.
So Adira told me. How was Parathia? I hear you've been an old friend?
I did, and it was lovely. Haas and I have pretty much already mastered all of Chula, and the Wadi are rushing to create more difficult levels for us.
I'll have to try it sometime. And how is everything with the Bix symbiont?
Great. Very great.
So happy for you. I must admit that I'm pleased now that Bix is in such good hands. You have a bit of a soft spot for that symbiont.
I'm aware. I think Janal really enjoyed his stay in your body. Is that weird to say? That's weird to say.
No, that's all right. He was a very polite house guest.
He might have liked puzzles and games even more than I already did.
I believe it. He was a bit of a character, even if he seemed a little unconventional.
Having to wait on Trill for generations did make for a bit of a running theme of trauma with the other hosts.
I hadn't thought of that.
And that's the thing I'm still kind of grappling with. I want to do right by the symbiont, but I feel like it's not enough.
How so?
It's like, I thought I was just giving Bix another chance at life now that the progenitor tech clue has been solved. But now I feel like everything still needs to be different.
Different can be okay.
I know, but I don't know how to put it into words.
That's all right. I think I understand.
Culber hesitates, but decides he can talk about this with Gray.
Gray, I'm not sure you're aware, but I almost stayed behind when Discovery came to the future. You know why I changed my mind?
I guess I assumed it was to keep Commander Stamets out of trouble?
Well, partly that's true. Paul definitely would have done copious, stupid things on his own. But that's not entirely the reason. I was in a very vulnerable and terrifying place after I returned from the mycelial network. I was constantly asking myself, did I deserve to come back? Could I just pick up where I left off? What was this big, scary gift I never asked for, and what did it mean? I can assume you've experienced these thoughts?
Well, yeah. Was it that obvious?
For me at the time, everything was in such a crisis that I felt I couldn't make decisions because I wasn't thinking clearly. Was I making it for me? Was I making it for the man I used to be? And who was I to make the decisions for him?
Because you didn't feel like you were that person anymore.
That's right. But then I had this thought. Well, regardless of who I was before, what do I want now? And I saw the Discovery about to leave, with my husband, whom I knew I would always love on it, and it was going somewhere that I thought I could make mine. That we could make ours, even though I felt like a stranger to myself. I'll let you in on a little secret. I still feel like that. All the time. But I try not to let it stop me from taking advantage of this life. And sometimes I even succeed.
Well, from here it looks like you're making the best of the life you were given. You're happy, you have love, you have family and friends. You get to use your skills as a doctor and therapist to enrich yourself.
It's nice to know what it looks like that, but living it is still hard. There was a time that I continuously bit off more than I could chew because I wanted to feel like I deserved it. It takes a lot of acceptance to let yourself feel validated in smaller victories. You don't have to fix the universe.
I don't know if I need to fix the universe per se. I joined with Bix because I wanted to be a help. And now I have the turbulence of tens of hosts in the back of my head who didn't have the freedom that I have to just be. How do I honor them?
I think you honor them by doing whatever you you find the most meaningful?
Finding Niels again, the symbiont in Hazmazaro, and reconnecting them with the Trill Council has got me thinking.
Yes?
There are tons of other symbionts out there that disconnected from Trill during the burn. I think I'd like to find them.
Couldn't imagine a more perfect mission for you.
But it would mean stopping my training as a guardian. You don't think that's cowardly?
Cowardly. Quite the opposite. Finding your own path is the bravest thing you could do. I think Guardian Z would agree with that.
I don't want him to think I'd just leave everyone.
You've already brought 2 hosts home to your people, Adira and Haz. They'd certainly want to help you too, wouldn't they?
They would. In fact, I think they're back from touring the caves. Adira and Haz enter and appear as holograms to Culber, chattering to each other.
I think the Guardian has the Vykov's dart for me, don't you think? Or you didn't think so?
Can't say I noticed. Oh, hey, Hugh.
You'd have to be roosted in the Day Owl's barn not notice.
What's this?
Haz thinks Guardian Z was hitting on him.
It's possible. He's into opera, if you want to ask him out.
Opera can be very romantic.
I think I know how to romance someone, thank you very much. I've been courting since the first moon of Bathor had a ring.
Adira, can I talk to you about something?
Of course.
Is that my cue to scurry like a spider cow? Very well. I'll see you both at dinner.
Bye, Haz.
See you then. Haz exits.
Were you and Hugh having a nice chat?
Gray and Culber give each other a glance at each other and smile. We were. And I think I know where I want to go for my next trip.
Next trip? You just got home.
About that, I don't think Trill needs to be home.
Come again?
I think I'd like to join Discovery as its Trill ambassador.
Really?
Discovery would be lucky to have you, Gray. You can talk to Captain Burnham today if you'd like.
Thanks, Dr. Culver.
Great, this is so sudden. I thought you were happy on Trill. What changed?
I changed, Adira. I keep finding myself in new ways in places I didn't expect to have to look.
But you're still you, right? That's what you said when you first got the tall symbiont, that you'd always still be you.
And I am, but there's so much more. I have this journey I want to go on, and I want you to be there because you've always been there for me. You've supported me. You allowed me to live. Let's do it. Let's live. Gray grabs Adira and kisses them. Culber stops eating mid-popcorn.
I don't have to be here for this.
Sorry. Talk to Burnham for me.
I will.
There's so much I need to tell you.
Well, don't jab a Brussels fly.
What?
Sorry, picked that up from Haz. I might not be using it right?
Zora, end communication.
As they laugh together, Gray and Adira's hollows disappear, and Culber is again alone in his quarters.
The kids are gonna be alright, Zora. They're gonna be alright.
Culber takes another handful of popcorn from his glass and eats it as the scene fades. End of thing.
Yay!
Oh, that felt real long. I'm sorry how long that was.
That was
Honestly,
as
they've all been pretty long, I think.
jib flabby as a toot doodle thing. How much time did you spend coming up with those? Because you clearly had fun.
I did. And just enough. Just enough time is the answer to that.
Not as much time as it took me to figure out how to say them. Because, my God, I said every one of them wrong.
Well, luckily for you, all the fanfics are going to be up on the Tumblr, so you'll have another shot at it.
Yay!
Read it with your
You also,
friends.
you really hit the tone of their dialogue as well, I would say.
Whose dialogue? The
Adira and Gray's.
Oh, yay. Yeah, I've been saying forever and ever about Discovery that there's so much potential in Adira and Gray that the show just entirely squandered. And also, Jesus Christ, Gray and Culber needed to have a fucking conversation literally ever. And I wanted it to happen so bad.
Yeah.
So I just did it myself.
There we
I'm
go.
just glad that we're playing the Waddy game.
Yay!
That was fun.
Yeah, and it's been 600 years, so it sounds to me like there's more consent involved.
Yeah, yes. That's important.
Yeah, so this was a lot of fun.
It
That was
was,
great.
yes. The last fun we'll have for a while.
Oh no! Don't worry. At some point,
Why,
we'll
what's
write Picard
next?
fanfics.
Oh.
Are we doing more Keanu next week or what?
No.
Oh no.
Oh no, we've
Damn.
run out of Keanu movies.
Well, with that, bet you guys can't wait to get started next week with Picard Season 1, Episode 1, Remembrance. In the meantime, you can check us out on Tumblr, sshbpodcast.tumblr.com. No, tumblr.com/sshbpodcast. I don't know. You'll find it. You can read our old fanfics. You can read this fanfic. You can read all kinds of good stuff. You can check out all of our old episodes on SoundCloud, our home on the internet. You can check us out on Blue Sky or Facebook if you want to actually interact with us. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for listening, and we hope that we'll see you back next week for Picard. That's actually, it's okay. Run. Save yourselves if you wish. For now, I have been Caitlin.
I have been Jake.
This was actually Chris.
And this was Ames, and apparently also a narrator who gets to punch Kovich in the dick.
Yeah,
As he
fuck
so
that guy.
richly deserves.
Mm-hmm. She just got our daughter. Fuck. She just got our mother of pearl.
So what? They get their hands on this thing and pull to try and yank really apart.
Reality.
What? Hold on.
Reality apart.
Okay. Sorry. Reverse that.
Strike that. Reverse it. The propriety.
Are you a joint? Wow.
I'm saying these all wrong.
Yes, you're saying.
I'm gonna take that back to the previous line because
Even the normal English words.
all these fucking Mazzaroisms have me all messed up.